Well, we're back right here on Hala Kuwait, and I hope everyone out there is enjoying their evening. Right now we have our first guest right here in the studio. We have with us Alghalia Alqabandi, and she's a senior dietitian at Desman Diabetes Institute. Good evening. We'd like to welcome you to our program.
Good evening. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you with you.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you.
Well, first off, we're going to be talking this evening about adolescent nutrition.
Yes.
So, Alghalia, please tell us how important is nutrition during adolescence, please.
Yes. So adolescence is the age group in between 13 to 18 years old. And we first want to understand that adolescence is the fastest growth stage after infancy. So there's a lot of growth happening in that stage. And one of the main important factors for growth is nutrition. Without adequate nutrition, adequate growth won't occur. So nutrition is a crucial part, ensuring that adequate nutrition is being met, nutrients are being provided for growth. Development is very important at this stage.
So they go hand in hand then?
Yes, they go hand in hand. Without nutrition, there won't be growth, and without growth, there won't be nutrition.
Okay. So what are some general nutrition recommendations for this age group, please?
Nice. So the general recommendations would be very similar to how to follow an overall healthy diet, which is trying to include foods from different food groups, such as fruits, vegetables, protein, such as chicken, meat, fish, dairy, such as cheese, yogurt, carbohydrates, such as rice, bread, pasta, and of course, healthy fats, such as nuts and oils. And one important thing, though, to remember with this age group is that they are trying to be independent. They want to make their own choices.
Sure.
They're going out with their friends. So the main thing is to try to give them the skills and the education for them to learn how to make their own decisions. When they go out, how can I know what to eat? Is it okay to have a snack when I'm with my friends, or have a piece of chocolate? And understanding when it's okay and when it's better to eat more of the foods that they should be eating. And also we want to try to focus on just not the food they eat, but the overall diet. At this stage is the perfect stage for them to kind of develop healthy habits. For example, trying to stay active and doing physical activity, trying to get enough hours of sleep, trying to get good hydration. So all these things come hand in hand.
So when you said now enough hours of sleep and hydration, what do you recommend for adolescents?
So usually hours of sleep, we say we want them to get an average of 7 to 10 hours of sleep a day, a night. And this could be hard nowadays because with the iPads and TVs and access to all these things, so they stay up late at night. But sleep is very important because it also helps in growth and development. And with hydration, we want them to drink a minimum of 1.5 to 2 liters of water a day. And now, as I said, in this age group, they're trying to gain independence, so they're going out to the grocery store alone with their friends, and so they're buying soft drinks and juices.
Or they may be a little rebellious.
Yes, so we want to make sure to give them the skills and the education for them able to make their own decisions.
Yeah, I know everyone at Desman Diabetes Institute, which is funded by the Kuwait Foundation for the Advancement of Sciences, is doing an amazing job. We have a lot of programs helping the adolescents.
Exactly. We do a lot of programs to kind of provide the adolescents with the education and the skills in order for them to make their own decisions. We help them, we explain to them why this food is more nutritious, what factors influence their health, so they can understand how to approach their health by themselves.
Great to hear that. So are there any specific vitamins and minerals that this age group needs more than others, please?
Yes, as we said, this age group is, at adolescence, growth is an important factor of their stage. So the certain nutrients and vitamins and minerals that they might need, there are certain, so for example, iron, we have fiber, protein, calcium, vitamin D, and all these can be achieved by following an overall balanced diet. There are certain foods that are high, for example, in protein, for example, meat, chicken, and fish. They're also high in iron. Foods that are high in calcium, such as dairy products like cheese, milk, yogurt. Unfortunately, a lot of adolescents try to follow these diets that go on because of weight loss or because of
fad diets.
Yes, trying to achieve a certain body image. And when they go through these diets, they go through a lot of restrictions, which can deplete their body from these vitamins and minerals which are needed. So we try to focus on an overall balanced diet to achieve these vitamins and minerals are in their diet.
So, Alghalia, talk to us a little more about the weight changes in adolescence. I know it can fluctuate a lot, right?
That's a very nice
question. With it's a very sedentary lifestyle.
Exactly.
Tell us more, hormones and everything.
Exactly. So as we said, weight change is an important part of growth. And so weight change is normal, and that happens because of hormonal changes. So hormones change, and which causes to weight gain. And so weight gain is either weight gain in fat or weight gain in lean mass, which we call, which is muscles and bones. And so both are important to happen. And as we said, growth is happening and weight change should happen. And usually adolescents gain about 7 to 14 kilograms on average. Some gain more, some gain less. And a lot of parents, they get worried when they see this number. It's a huge number.
Right.
But then again, it's part of growth. However, that does not mean if a child is gaining weight excessively to be like, no, it's okay. This is normal. No, sometimes excessive weight gain comes with unhealthy habits, which we try to avoid. And so at that point, we have to reach to a pediatrician or a dietitian to help assess this weight change.
Okay, so you also mentioned earlier physical activity.
Yes.
Is very important. So what are the physical activity recommendations for this age group, please?
So physical activity is crucial because, as you mentioned, we have a very sedentary lifestyle. Everyone is sitting, using their iPads, using their phones. And so any activity that the adolescent likes is recommended. And it could be swimming, or it could be biking, it could be walking, drawing, cooking.
Just to keep moving.
Yes, just to keep them moving. And we want to get them involved in something that they enjoy. We don't want to force them into doing something they don't want to do just because we want them to be active. That way it won't stick, that habit won't stick. As we said, we're trying to create healthy habits, and these healthy habits come by starting doing things we love and things we enjoy. So trying to find the activity that they enjoy is very, very important.
Yeah, I think it's very good, Alghalia, to start early on.
Exactly.
So the kids have a foundation that they can, build on and keep moving.
Exactly.
If they get set in bad habits, then it's hard to break them,
exactly. Right? And that's why doing something they love from a young age could also build a habit that they can carry on. And doing things with friends, trying to do social activities that involve movement with friends and family as well.
I know you guys at Desman Diabetes Institute always want to give this valuable information for the adolescents, as well as the parents also who may accompany them.
Exactly. We try to focus on overall lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, which includes physical activity as well. And we try to promote it within our recommendations and within the programs we offer as well.
So Alghalia, what is the role of the parents when it comes to their adolescents' health?
That's a really nice question. So the parents play a huge role in adolescents and children's health in general. So they are role models for their children. So we want to try to set the idea of what we want our children to be by doing the things we want them to follow. So, for example, being physically active, eating the food we want them to eat. And also, because they're adolescents, we want to try to learn to understand them, not force them, not judge them, but explain to them, tell them why you want them to do a certain thing. And at Desman Diabetes Institute, the programs we offer focus not only on adolescents, but parents and adolescents, because parents are a crucial part of the adolescence stage. And so we teach parents how to work with their children, how to deal with their children, how to offer them advice, and how to accept them as they are. Like, we don't want to pressure their children to be a certain way or look a certain way or eat certain foods.
Yeah, I think the parents have to be role models.
Exactly.
And they have to have in their fridge healthy things.
Exactly.
So when the kids open the fridge and they see their parents doing this, they'll want to do the same thing.
Exactly.
But if they see their parents doing the opposite, that'll lead to a cycle of other things.
Exactly. The parents play a very big role in their children's health.
That's true. So do you have any last bit of advice you'd like to share with our audience who are watching right now, Alghalia?
I would just like to say, as you mentioned, healthy habits start at a young age. So trying to establish these habits from a young age and just focusing on the overall picture. Physical health is important, but also mental health is important. And nutrition influences both physical and mental health. And it will really influence them on the long run and improve their health overall.
Yeah, it all goes hand in hand.
Exactly.
Well, we'd like to thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you so much for having
here
me
on Hala Kuwait, and we appreciate your time with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
We'd like to thank our guest, Alghalia Alqabandi. She's a senior dietitian at Desman Diabetes Institute. We thank her very much for her time with us tonight right here on Hala Kuwait.